Yo, what's up everyone? This is Austin from Calling Our Shot, and I am still back in Daytona Beach, but I will be returning to home soon. If you're new here, we do some player props and spreads that I like every single day. We've been doing very well. Yesterday we were 4-2. Depending on the lines you got in my articles, I went 3-0 on spreads and over-unders. Player props were a little unfortunate with LaMelo Ball putting up arguably his worst game of his career, especially as a starter. But we are back. If you are new here, we do a giveaway every single day. And man, we were close last night. We're in the top 1% of daily fantasy. If I ever get first place in daily fantasy, I will give every one of my subscribers $100. Not lying on that. Man, we were in the top 1%. We had the identical lineup to the first place person who won 100 grand, except for they had two different players, same kind of price, just switched around. We were close, and we're going to get it soon enough, so make sure you hit that subscribe button. Let's get into my favorite player props of the day. It is Sunday, February 21st. It's a good day. Man, we got to wrap up this week with another winning day. And we're going to start with two of arguably the hottest players in the NBA. Both just dropped 50 points on Friday night. We're going to start with Jamal Murray. Over 24.5 points versus the Hawks. If you stay around, we'll get into some spreads that I like. And you'll notice one of them matches this Hawks versus Nuggets game. And that's because Jamal Murray's been killing it. Obviously, he just had 50 plus points. He shot 21 for 25. He was ridiculous on Friday night. He became the first NBA player to ever score 50 points without attempting a single free throw. That's what he does. He doesn't really get to the line too much, but I'm not scared about that. If you haven't been paying attention besides that 50-point night, you know that Jamal Murray has had 25 plus points in 4 straight games. You know, they'll be again without Gary Harris and PJ Dozier, as well as Paul Millsap and a couple other players. Will Barton did return on Friday, but it did not make a difference. Jamal Murray's been killing it. If you think about the Hawks, they don't play a lick of defense. They got Trae Young out there. You got Kevin Huerter. You got, I don't know if Rondo's playing or not, but you got Kevin Huerter. You got Cam Reddish. None of those players are even going to match up physically or even close to what Jamal Murray brings to the table. Like I said, 25 plus points, 4 straight games. He's going to keep it rolling again tonight with a positive matchup over 24.5. Lock it in. And like I said, the other 50-point score from Friday night, Joel Embiid, over 30.5 points versus the Raptors. The Raptors have been messing around, or at least they did with the Bucks a couple nights ago, where they weren't starting a center. They were playing Pascal Siakam at center. I dare them to try that again tonight and see how that works. They could try to double Joel Embiid, but they'll just feed it deep in the post, and they could just turn around and put it over anyone on that team. If they don't go with that route and they go with a starting center like Aaron Baines or Chris Boucher, that's a mismatch and a half. Let's get into the numbers, though. He's averaging 30.5 points on the year, 31 plus points in 11 of his last 13 games. In the 2 games he didn't, I believe he had 26 and 28 points. So he's still giving us a chance, which is all you can ask for. Yeah, it's against the Raptors. They don't have anyone that can match up against him. He's been on a ridiculous scoring pace. I really like this even more if Ben Simmons doesn't play, which he is a game-time decision with an illness. But regardless, if he plays or not, Embiid is someone you need, not only in your DFS lineups, but also in just betting his regular player prop. He's crazy good, and I am taking him over again tonight. And then I got 2 other leans that I'm not sure if I want to make them official play. I will make Zion Williamson. I guess I'll put him as my official play. 24.5 points. He hurt us a couple nights ago. He scored 23, and we had his over of 25.5. But it wasn't his fault. He only shot 11 times, which is an anomaly for him nowadays. Normally he's getting up to 16 to 20 shots, and if he gets that against the Celtics today, which is an early afternoon game, he will easily hit this over. If you think about the Celtics, they have Daniel Tice, Tristan Thompson, Grant Williams, Semi Ojeleye. None of these guys can even match up against Zion at all. Zion is crazy good, crazy fast, in and out moves, anything, you name it. The Celtics will have no answer for him tonight or even this afternoon. And so, you think about it, Zion's been averaging 25 plus points. He's been playing ridiculously good, and I'm just going to lock in his over again tonight. We'll see how he does this afternoon. And another one that I like, which I will not make an official play, Terrence Ross. A couple of the people in the comments, man, we were talking about T. Ross. Sometimes he doesn't pass. Sometimes he fills up a couple of rebounds and assists. I would consider his over of points, rebounds, and assists, as well as just points. I believe it was 26.5 points, rebounds, assists. He's been hitting that pretty easily. He has been close to not hitting it. He's hit 27, I believe 2 of his past 8 games, but he's been hitting that pretty consistently. I do think that the Pistons versus Magic game will go under, but I will not make that an official spread that I bet. But yeah, it's something that you got to keep an eye out on. And now moving into some spreads that I like. I like the Magic, like we were just talking about Magic. I like them tonight against the Pistons, -2.5. The Magic are getting healthy. Michael Carter-Williams is back. I mean, I know you're thinking Michael Carter-Williams. Oh, brother, that guy stinks, and I don't blame you. But he's a key role player for this Magic team. They got James Ennis back, and these are a bunch of the Magic scrubs. But when you think about this game, I don't think I'll watch a minute of Magic versus Pistons. I don't really have an interest in it, as I am a Magic fan. But the Magic are not good this year. But they will be able to beat the Pistons at home. Pistons are god-awful on the road. I believe they're 3-12, something like that on the road. They are terrible. Pistons only beat good teams, it seems. And, oh, would you look at that? The Magic are not a good team. So that means they should choke again. They're on the road, Magic at home. The Magic play better at home. And I'm just going to ride with my Orlando Magic tonight, -2.5 versus the Pistons. Moving on, my other team that I'm a big fan of, my New York Knicks versus the Timberwolves. Knicks -3, Tom Thibodeau revenge game. The Knicks quietly 7-6 at home. They've been playing pretty well lately, despite missing Mitchell Robinson. If you think about the Timberwolves, an abysmal 3-12 on the road. I believe I don't remember their exact record as underdogs. I think it's 3-22, something crazy like that. They will not win this game. I do not anticipate that. Take the Knicks and the points. And then my last one, arguably my favorite spread of the night, Nuggets versus Hawks over under 231.5. The Nuggets are 3-point favorites right now. We're going to ride with the over in this game, 231.5. If you think about what I already said about Jamal Murray, he's hot. Jokic, insanely good. Trae Young, foul fiend. Everything that aligns. Neither team plays any defense. Yeah, I'm going to ride with the over tonight. Should be a lot of fouls, a lot of free throws with Trae Young. And yeah, I'm going to ride with the over tonight, 231.5. Thank you guys all for your support. We're on our road to 500 subscribers. It has been fun. I will catch you guys tomorrow in my usual setup. It has been Austin. I'll catch you guys soon. Peace out.